Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is Empire Season 1, Episode 6. We started right off with my girl, Miss Cookie. Miss Cookie's doing this little, it looked like my room. She's trying to figure out what she's going to wear. I'm wondering, where the fuck is Cookie going? But I knew it had to be something special because everything was sparkly and tight and little. Yeah. And so it was this little fashion show of these cute little outfits. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. So eventually she gets it together. You see her heading on out. She's coming in. Lucious is meeting her at the door of the place. And he's bringing her on in. And the bitch got on this badass motherfucking sable coat. And I'm like, come on through, Miss Cookie. Come on, bitch. Because I'm just done with her. I mean, this bitch she's slaying me with fur. Okay, and ever since I was a little boy, little girl, whatever, had the eye, fur and diamonds. You want to get my goddamn attention? Fur, diamonds, money. Yeah. Miss Cookie, same thing. But she's coming through with her sable coat, and I'm screaming. Here, she gets up in there, and I'm saying, what the hell is her and Lucious doing here? They go back, they do the little sliding doors. The place is beautiful. Honey, the whole family's there. It's a whole family dinner, big long table, everybody's there. It's an engagement dinner. This is how we start in the show. So Cookie's immediately pissed, like she just has an attitude. They start going on. Anika's up there at the head of the table. She's talking about, oh yeah, and it's this, that, the other. My ring is 18 carats, and it's the ring that so-and-so and so had, and all. Don't nobody give a fuck, Anika, bitch. Cookie's down there pissed. So she's sitting there, she has this rose in her hand, and you do the, he loves me not. Well, she was jaggedly fucking pulling that shit off of that goddamn rose and tearing this rose up and looking at Lucious ready to kill that motherfucker, okay? So she ends up, and she says, we're getting married, this, that, the other. That motherfucking Cookie. I said, what you going to do, Cookie? Because I'm figuring, I said, well, damn, her feelings probably hurt. No, Cookie don't waste no scenes, okay? Miss Cookie jumps up and says, for real, Lucious? Last week, you give me a rose after you proposed to this bitch and took that motherfucker, whatever was left of bud, and the stem of that motherfucking rose she done tore him and threw that motherfucker, and it hit Lucious, and some of the shit flew on Anika. And that bitch jumped up. She said, really? Dinner? Dinner? For real? You thought that I dressed like this to come here for dinner? And she opened that motherfucking coat, and that bitch had lingerie. The best lingerie. And she said it, Anika, and flung that motherfucking coat back and smacked her ass and said, that's what ass looks like. And that bitch pumped on up out of there. I said, what, Cookie? Cookie crazy. Miss Cookie is out of her mind. I love that goddamn Cookie. Everything that somebody else wouldn't do for fear of being judged or maybe somebody might take it and laugh, but you can't even laugh at her because the bitch is so thorough in her bullshit that you can't laugh at Cookie. Cookie is that bitch. I love me some motherfucking Cookie, and moving on. Broke up the dinner, baby, okay? Broke it up. Later on, Jamal said, I can't believe you came to that dinner damn near undressed and carried on like a child, believe it. Cookie Lyons. That would be her. I scream. Next, we actually see Michael. He ends up talking to Cookie about the changes in Jamal. He's saying he's seeing some changes in Jamal. You know what? Cookie shot straight because that's what she does. And she thought, baby, you might as well get used to change because there's going to be some changes. Stardom changes people. Money, it changes people. He's going to run into his own money. He's going to be very big because shit was happening very fast. You know what I mean? And she said, there's going to be changes. You need to find something that you want to do and sink yourself into that because there's going to be less free time with Jamal. You know, it just, I mean, she didn't lie. It was what it was. And she was trying to tell the bitch in a nice way, you might even get dumped. So just get ready. Just get ready, you know. But I says, okay. So I was like, all right, cool, keep us honest. Find something to occupy yourself and keep it moving. After that, we see Lucious and Vernon. They get together. Some shit done bumped off and all this kind of shit. Vernon just goes on to Lucious and say, you know what, motherfucker, tell me what the fuck that happened with Bonky. Did you fucking kill Bonky or what? What happened? So he, Lucious actually admitted to the shit. He's like, yeah, I killed Bonky. That motherfucker, he tried to shake me down and I put a hole in that motherfucker's head. Now, I don't have no judgment for Lucious for that because I thought it was cold-blooded how he did it, and I really did like it. You know, I love a motherfucker talk shit and then leave a hole in a motherfucker's head. Bam. I love it. But Bonky was out there, you know, and in that kind of life, hey, Bonky, you got what you got. When he rolled up in that motherfucking house with that bullshit and pulled that gun out on Lucious, you shouldn't have expected nothing else but death. I think he actually, in his rabbit-ass mind, thought he was going to get some money. He got a cold shoulder and a hot bullet in his motherfucking forehead, and it just was what it was. So anyway, Vernon is like, all right. So he's like, I'm going to go ahead and fix this. After that, that motherfucker, next thing you know, you see Andre's crazy ass on the phone. He's on the phone doing something, and he hangs up the phone. That motherfucker Vernon went up behind that motherfucker and yanked his ass up into a chokehold and had him the fuck up. I said, Lord have mercy. And he's like, I thought we was in this together. This, that, and the other. He was mad at him for giving that false alibi to Lucious. And it was just crazy. It really was crazy. And that was that. Later on in the program, because I was like, no, how's that just going to go? I said, what the fuck is that all about? But later on in the program, they in the bathroom. Vernon comes in after Andre's already in the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom and he comes over and he's like, you know, he told him, he said, I didn't know what my dad had done, but that's what I do. Ever since I was a little boy, I've been giving alibis to my dad. I cover my dad. That's what I do. You know what I mean? So Vernon's like, all right, no problem. You know, and he's going to say, well, it's cool. Can we shake on it? Down and then at that point, it then turned into a conversation between me and my 8-year-old. If you don't get your motherfucking nasty hand out of my face after you just got done shaking your goddamn little ding dong in that motherfucking urinal, and you gonna put your hand out for me to shake it? I was like, yuck. Me and my little boy go through this all the time. If you don't wash your motherfucking hands, you know, and I was like, oh God, come on. So Andre didn't shake his hand. He was like, wash your motherfucking hands. You know? And as she washed his hands and shit, and they gave each other dap, and on the way he told him, he said, and by the way, the next time you put your motherfucking hands on me, I'm going to slit your motherfucking throat. You know I was there for that, right? You know I love that kind of motherfucking threatening when you know good and well that motherfucker means exactly what he said. The next time you put your hand on Bipolar Piggy, he's going to slit your motherfucking throat. And Vernon tried to, you know, okay, some old smart shit he was saying going out the door. But I know he had it right up there. I bet not, he that motherfucker no more. Okay? He was serious to the motherfucker. So, you know, I don't trust that motherfucking Andre. He is just a tad too fucking off. So, I kind of laughed at that. But anyway, moving forward. Next, we had this meeting. There's this artist named Elle Dallas. She's just all fucked up. And the part was being played by Courtney Love. Perfect person. But the character itself, the way it was written, it reminds you of Amy Winehouse. A lot of Amy Winehouse. But she was once real big, and she was real big. She was the first big artist for Empire Records. And the shit just done fell off. She's all whacked out and shit. But they gave her the cookie because they were getting ready to get rid of her. Cookie was saying, you know, I love Elle, you know, this, that, and the other. What the fuck is y'all talking about? So Cookie wants to take her on. Let me work with her. She said, you know, all right, there's like, fine, Cookie, whatever. Everything they do, they kind of set Cookie up to fail. Go ahead, girl, because nobody could work with Elle. So they set Cookie up to work with Elle. They meet. It's Cookie, Elle Dallas, and Lucious. That motherfucking Elle Dallas is a fucking mess. She's a hide up, coked up bitch, okay? She's all, done up in furs, and she looks the superstar role, but this bitch is so motherfucking high. She's a get high bitch. So she was just rude as hell. She sit at the table, I don't want her. Now, she don't have no clue that she about to be out on her motherfucking ear, but I don't want her. I need Timberland and this person and that person. And, she went on and on and on. Then turned around and even said, she's an ex-con. What do I want with her? This, that, thing, and the other. Then marched on off. Cookie said, let me talk to her. She let her know. Later on, she went. Next thing you see, Cookie go see this bitch. This bitch is a motherfucking junkie, okay? Cookie bust up in on this whore in this old fucking rundown motel. She got this motherfucker laying up in the bed. He all had to fuck up. She sitting in there, and Cookie's like, She gonna tell him, I'm you, baby. It's time to go. See you. Get your little things. It's time to go. Elle's like, what are you doing? She's like, girl, it's time. It's for him to go. You sit down, you junkie whore. She get her together. And she's like, what? This, that, thing, and the other. And she said, So she's trying to give her the lowdown about what the fuck is going on. And she tells her, we're not going to do this, bitch. We're going to work together because I'm the last chance you got and shit. She took that bitch's drugs off of her, flushed that shit down the toilet. She called Cookie all kind of motherfucking bitches. Cookie's like, that's all right. I'm going to eat that bitch. But you sit down, you junkie whore. And they sat and they talked it out, and the bitch went to crying and shit. Cookie's like, that's okay, baby, I got you. She came in there, she did what she needed to do. That Cookie got a heart. She know when to be hard, she know when to kind of pull back. She got her, she won her trust a little bit, and it was cool. They go in, they see each other. Later in the program, she's having a session. Cookie come in, the shit's just fucked up. It's just fucked up. And she just sound bad. She blaming it on every motherfucking body else. Cookie's like, Cookie like, Elle, seriously, baby, it ain't about the other people who are not on time. It's you, baby. You're not on time. You just not bringing it. That I don't know what's going on, but we got to get to the bottom of it. You're not bringing it. Honey, she told her, well, you think the song is so goddamn good. You sing it. And the bitch threw the motherfucking earphones and shit. Cookie was like, ha. Everybody out. Everybody out. Left the engineer. He's like, no, Miss Cookie, it's okay. I can just use some shit from here and some shit from here, and I got shit from 5 months ago, and I'll just put it all together. Cookie was like, no, we're not doing that. That bitch is getting ready to sing this motherfucker. That's what's getting ready to go on. So she put everybody out. So she goes into the booth with her. She told her, you're going to be fucked up. I don't know what all this is you got going on, but we're going to get this shit together. Because your ass is tripping for real. And she told her, take all that bullshit off that you got on. You too busy being who you ain't. You need to go back to being who you are, because that's what made you big in the beginning. She said, you're fucked up right now. You're fucked up. Take that fur off. Take that fake hair and all that bullshit. She had her stripped down, fake eyelashes and all. And then told her, now you need to sing through the pain, because bitch, you in pain. I don't know whether you want to admit it or not, but your junkie ass is in pain, whore. Now you get on there and shake your ass proper and make it look good, bitch. And she went in there, Cookie come up out, she said, fine, Cookie. That bitch tapped in, sang the fuck out of that motherfucker. It was raw, it was grit, it was the shit. When she hit them motherfucking vocals after she listened to Cookie. Cookie and Lucious is two motherfuckers as far as their ear for music goes, but she pulled that shit right up out of her, and I was right here for it. I really, really was. So after that, Cookie ends up going to a club. They're at a club. There's a constant battle between Hakeem and Jamal. Jamal is just mad and just mean. He's mean. He really believes that Hakeem actually set him up to be robbed. Hakeem did not do that. That was Andre and his fucking stinking ass wife that did that. But whatever. So it still is creating a divide which needs to happen anyway, because Jamal doesn't need to be in Hakeem's pocket, because Hakeem is so far in Lucious's pocket that it will always just end up bad. So it's bad, but it's a good thing. They go to the club. Cookie ends up running up on this NFL player, and she had gotten the DJ to play Jamal's song. So she rolled up on him and was like, "You like this song and shit?" Her and Portia. And he's like, yeah, that's hot. She's like, "You got all these Twitter followers, like 5 million Twitter followers." She's like, "How would you like to be the one that actually puts everybody on to Jamal Lyons' new song? You know, you'll be that dude. You'll be the one that turned everybody onto it." And he's like, "I don't do all that. I don't get in all that. I don't really need all that." And Cookie's like, her and Portia cutting up. She's like, "Look at what this song got girls doing." There was these 2 girls, they bumping and grinding and carrying on over there. And Portia going to say, "Is that it, Cookie? You think Jamal's song make girls start dancing with each other, grinding on each other? Shit, that's nasty." She's like, "Shut the fuck up, Portia." Portia is perfect for Cookie, but she don't know when to, she don't got no filter. She don't know when to shut the fuck up. But anyway, she told her to shut up. He laughing. He got so tickled with Portia and Cookie's banter back and forth. He's like, all right, baby, I'm going to do it. So he did it. That fucking shit started trending like this. All in the club, it was just floating around, and it was trending like crazy. So that, Cookie. That's all I have to say. Cookie. She knows what she's doing. Then we see Hakeem's drunk ass. Now, the whole time, we keep seeing flashes of him throughout the program. He's really going through about the little situation about how Tiana got a girlfriend and all that. That shit is just working him because he's a bitch boy. He's a little fuck boy, and he don't know what to do with it. So I think he's really having a hard time. I think it's really attacking his little masculinity that his woman prefers a little lick of the box. Child, get over it, Miss Hakeem. You so busy worried about other people. Go on and keep on fucking that old bitch you got and don't worry about it. But anyway, so he's telling Jamal in the club, "I need you to come back and help me. I got this song. I can't get the hook together." And he's like, "No, I'm not coming to help you. I'm done with you. Go somewhere and play. Go do something. Just go play with some kids or something." So he's getting all upset. And then Cookie's like, "Well, Hakeem," and he's like getting all smart with Cookie. And he's like, "How long did you think I was going to let you just keep disrespecting our mom and stuff? You just get out of here. Take your drunk ass on, So that whole thing. So he's having a pretty rough time. But he went into the studio with his dad, and he did pull up some good vocals. When he actually went, they were trying to take him and keep him G-rated, very Disney, but just with a little edge. He went in there raw. And that shit worked for him. So he did get a good session on his own. So that was a good thing for him. But he still don't have shit for Jamal. He really, really don't. Let's see. The next day, that motherfucking Vernon. Vernon done went, and he's sneaky. He's always doing something in the background. He done found a motherfucker to take the fall for killing Bonky. They done paid the boy's family and shit. And the man done took the fall and went and testified to killing Bonky to get Lucious out. He's like, "Who want to take the fall for?" He's like, "Nah, ain't none of your motherfucking business. We'll give your family the money and shit. You shut the fuck up. You go do the time and go on about your business." And I'm like, this shit's crazy. But do I believe this type of shit goes on? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I love it. Anyway, so after that, Michael is going on again with all this bullshit. He's pressuring Jamal, and "You need to spend more time with me," and this, that, thing, and the other, and on. And I'm like, "Miss Michael, girl, quit it. You're going to find yourself out on your motherfucking ear, bitch. Now quit. Quit, cunt. Stop it." He ain't listening to nothing. He's just stupid. Then there's a little portion we see Anika tries to get up in Portia's ear. She gonna tell her, I know I don't like the way she treats you, and I know you don't either. This, that, thing, the other, and I know she probably don't even pay you right. She's like, I know a way to get you double the pay, and you'll get treated right. This, that, thing, the other. She's put it in her ear. Portia ghetto, and you can see her motherfucking wheels spinning. I said, "Girl, you great fuck yourself up for real." She could double cross Cookie if she want to. It ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good at all. I'm telling you. But I seen her motherfucking wheels spin. I can't stand that goddamn nigga. Big hit bitch. In the meantime, in between time, Lucious then ran up into this doctor who he has access to this Russian trial meds. They're illegal. They're not FDA approved and all of this, but the fuck he gonna die anyway. So he's like, I'm gonna try it. So he's getting down with that. I'm like, oh God. So I don't know where that's all going, but he went ahead. He's going to go ahead and do this trial, these drugs. I'm like, okay, this is a mess. Jamal actually had a whole interview thing set up with Sway. You all remember Sway from MTV. But so he's doing this interview with Sway and shit. He did a new song, and the song was hot and all of that. Sway was, just blown back by Jamal, and he started asking him, what's your little lady think about this, that, thing, and the other? And Jamal just he just eluded the question and all of that, and just basically said, no, I don't have any special person right now, this, that, thing, and the other. Well, see, now I had no problem with that. I really didn't. Because one, we've already come to, it's not a good idea for Jamal to come out. That just ain't a good idea. It really ain't. Leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. Michael, shut up, bitch. And sit on home and be the rich little housewife. The fuck? Don't nobody need to know who you is, bitch. I'm not saying you got to go hide in the closet, but there's a time and there's a place for everything. If I had a rich boyfriend that was in the industry, I would sit my ass down and shut the fuck up. Sit down. Girl, what are you looking for? If you want to be famous, you go find something that you could do, bitch, and make yourself famous. Because he had enough money to push you into whatever it is that you want to be. But you ain't got to be Mrs. Lyons. Just sit down. Sometimes you just got to be real about shit. You know what I mean? Everybody don't think that this is great. I have no problem about me. I have no problem about my sexuality. I understand everybody don't think it's great. And sometimes for the greater good, bitch, you got to sit down and shut up. And trust me, it's the greater good for Jamal to blow up and have all this motherfucking money and me to be able to sit down and spend that motherfucking shit. I'm going to sit down and shut the fuck up. I don't understand what her plight is, but he going to end up out on his ear. He going to end up broke, not in a relationship, and not in the lap of luxury. Keep on. I done told you, bitch. Go on. You better go on. I done said something. Cookie done said something. You not listening, girl. Anyway, moving on. He was all in his feelings and shit. Get mad. What you gonna do? Walk off? Bye. So he's becoming an issue. He's not. Child, Jamal won't have to let him go. It's just going to be some foolishness. Anyway, they're also, throughout the program, you see them working on trying to get new security and all of this. They're upping the security system. Well, the little boy they got playing, Mr. DeVoe, which is the security, new head of security. It's the little boy from Antoine Fisher. I'm sorry, I can't think of his actual name right now, but he's a fine, black, he's cute. He's real cute. Cookie thought so too. Cookie get there. They're like, well, we need ID for everybody. She's like, I am Cookie Lyons. I'm not going to show you ID. This, that, thing, and the other. Honey, little Mr. DeVoe come out. Baby Cookie went to flirt and carry it on. She going to say something. He told her, he says, you know what, Miss Lyons? This is all for your safety, this, that, and the other. He done shot her a smooth line and looking at her sideways and shit. And Cookie, she said, ooh, I just feel safer already. I said, oh, Cookie! She was, that's girls, you thinking what I was thinking. Honey, Cookie got to walk in and tipping in them pumps and looking over her shoulder and carrying. I said, girl, work out, Cookie. So I'm looking to see, there's going to be some more with her and Mr. DeVoe. I don't think we've seen the last of that. That motherfucking Cookie, I just love her, child. And right in the midst of all this is where we ended. Child, this raggedy looking bitch come rolling up in the motherfucking shit. Let me up in here. Let me in here. These people know me. She got this motherfucking baby with her. She's like, y'all gotta let me in here. I believe her name was Olivia. But it was Raven Simone. Baby, she is really giving you Jenny from the block around the corner down the block, okay? Oh, she's just carrying on. Yeah, come on, baby. She's telling the baby, she knows all the words to Jamal's song. Come on, baby, sing it. Sing it, baby, go ahead. But that baby ain't knew that motherfucking song. You can keep Keep your money. So, then she trying to whisper the words of baby. Come on, baby. Say, just ghetto. When I say ghetto, this bitch was ghetto. Okay? These people know me. She go on. She said she wanted to meet her father. Baby, everybody was giving, who? Bitch, it's Jamal. So she's insinuating that Jamal is the goddamn baby's father. The baby got to be about 3 or 4. I said, Lord have mercy, here we go. I said, well, Miss Michael is definitely out now because she's going to snap out at him. But anyway, so that's kind of where we ended with ghetto-ass Raven Simone. I said, come on through, Raven, you fucking mess. She was a mess. But this was a really good episode. I really did enjoy it. It was really, everything just kept coming. Next week is even going to be worse. So definitely, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. You can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You guys know how this works. And I will catch you next Wednesday. All right, guys. Bye for now.